What men find attractive. In this video, I'm gonna share the secret and not so obvious traits that make a man super attracted to you. It's Sabrina, your personal love advisor from A New Mode, the channel where we show you how love actually works. A lot of women have false ideas about what men really want, or they just have no idea at all and they're totally just flying blind. I recently did a video on desperate signals that turn men off, and I figured I should make the opposite of that video and share with you guys the traits that really attract him to you, that really draw him in, and the traits that pretty much all men desire in a woman. And how do I know this information? Because I have been doing this for a really long time, and my information doesn't come from my own brain. It comes from men. I have interviewed countless men over the past 10 years for my books, for my articles, for these videos. So that is where it's coming. It's coming straight from the source, straight from the horse's mouth, as they say. So I am going to share with you what a man deeply desires in a woman, what gets him to see you as a cut above the rest, as a woman he wants to commit to and really get to know and spend more time with. So make sure you watch this video all the way until the end. Real quick, if you like this video and find it helpful, please give it a like. Subscribe to my channel for more relationship content. Follow me on Instagram at A New Mode. And if you like this video, or if you have any questions, if you have any feedback, leave it in the comment section. I read them all. I try to respond to everyone. And I really, truly, genuinely love interacting with all you guys. It's really cool. It like creates a whole sense of community, and I'm just loving it. So leave a comment, share your thoughts. All right, let's get into it. Number one, be easy to be around. I would say the number one thing men want in a woman is that she's easy to be around. Men like their lives to be just pleasant. No muss, no fuss. What really turns a man off is a woman who is super dramatic and makes mountains out of every molehill. The way a guy sees it is that he has enough stress in his life. He has enough to worry about and deal with. And he wants his relationship to be a getaway from that, to be a safe haven. He doesn't want a relationship where it's more stress, more drama, more things that he constantly needs to deal with. Simply put, if you're cool and easy to be around, then men will want to be around you. Now, I don't want you to get confused here. I'm not saying that you should not have any needs and let him get away with bad behavior. Because if anything, that's actually a signal that you're a super desperate woman, and that is a huge man repeller. You can have needs, you can be strong, you can voice your feelings, and you can still be easy to be around. It doesn't really matter what you say, it's the way you say it, and it's the intention behind what you say. So if you're coming from a mean, angry, needy, accusatory place, that doesn't feel good. That really feels uncomfortable, and even more so to a man, because men aren't as good at these emotionally heavy conversations as women. So it's really important to get yourself to a place where you can express your needs without being so burdensome, without being so needy about it, without making it feel like he has another problem in his life that he needs to deal with. I hope that that makes sense and that you can see the difference in what I'm talking about. I'm not saying don't express your needs. You can express your needs in a way that doesn't come across as neediness. It's also just important to watch your vibe. I mean, so many people get so stressed out in their relationships. They stress over them that they can't even enjoy the relationship. So just smile, relax, don't overanalyze, and just try to enjoy your time with him. It feels so much better to be around a person like that as opposed to a person who's like, does he like me? Does he not? I don't know. He did this. He leaned in, but then he leaned back. And so I don't know. How does he feel about me? Oh, this is driving me so crazy. Like, that doesn't feel good. Even if he doesn't know the exact thoughts in your head, they're coming across through your actions, and that just feels bad. Doesn't feel good to be around that. Number two, confidence. Confidence is just the key to having a great life. Healthy self-esteem is a prerequisite for a healthy relationship. So that is really what you need to focus on more than anything else in your life. So healthy self-esteem gives you the confidence to choose who to be with and to realize that you are worthy of being loved in return. Desperation is the opposite. It makes you cling on to relationships for dear life, fearing that another one won't come along, and so you better hang on to this one with everything that you have. Healthy self-esteem gives you the ability to recognize when a relationship isn't right for you, when a guy isn't treating you right, when he can't meet your needs, and you have the confidence to walk away from that situation. Only people with low self-esteem put up with bad behavior and poor treatment because maybe they think they deserve it. Maybe they think they can't find any better. Confident women have standards, and there is nothing men love more than a woman who has standards. In theory, you would think that he'd want the opposite, that he would want a girl who's just gonna let him act however he wants, and she's never gonna call him out, she's never gonna say anything, she's never gonna do anything, she's too scared of losing him. But in reality, men get sick of women like that real quick. It's not interesting, it's not alluring, it's not intriguing. Men love it when they have to work to earn a woman. And when a woman has standards and won't just put up with anything that he does, then she's showing she has standards. And he sees this as a woman who's really valuable, a woman who's a prize. It's really appealing when you know your worth and you won't settle for less. So if you have low self-esteem, make it your priority to address this. Try to find more joy and more meaning in your life. Try to tap into your core essence, who you truly are and what truly makes you happy and what truly makes you feel alive. And until you really get there, until you get to a place of really loving yourself and feeling confident, fake it till you make it. Act like a woman who has high self-esteem. It's very easy to do this, actually. This is an exercise that I used to do when I was younger and working on my self-esteem. I would ask myself, how would a confident woman react in this situation? How would a confident woman react if a guy hasn't texted her back for a few days? Would she start picking herself apart, ripping herself to shreds, thinking, I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy, I'm never gonna find anyone? Or would she think, okay, either this guy's busy or, he's not interested, he just doesn't think it's a match. All right, whatever, on to the next. Right? It's easy to do. When you ask yourself that question, you'll find the answer pretty easily. So that's a really good exercise to try to integrate this confident mindset into your being. And soon enough, you won't have to force it. It'll just be natural. Number 3, when you have a full life. No man wants to be the sole center of your universe. This is way too much pressure and it comes across as neediness and desperation, and he doesn't want it. It's important to have an exciting life that he wants to be a part of, not that you have no life and you're waiting for a man to just come along and save you from your boredom and from yourself. No matter what stage of a relationship you're in, it is so important to have a full, well-rounded life, full of passions and friends and things that you enjoy doing. You need many sources of happiness because a relationship can never be your sole source of happiness. And if that's how you look at a relationship, you are just always going to feel empty. You're always going to feel like something's missing. And you're probably going to blame the guy. You're going to think, well, it's his fault. If he did more of this, then I would finally be happy. It's not true. It's probably because you're not filling yourself up and you're just outsourcing the task of feeling full and fulfilled onto him. That's not his job. It's your job. So a lot of other relationship experts might tell you, play hard to get, or don't answer his text right away, or be a mystery, and they'll tell you how to act. But here's the thing. Instead of playing hard to get, it's so much better to be hard to get. When you have a full life, then that's just your natural state. You don't have to see that the guy texted you and then, put your phone away and set a timer for 3 hours and then respond to him in 3 hours. When you have a full life, you're busy, you're out, you're doing stuff, and you don't even notice. You're not checking your phone constantly. You don't even notice how long it's been, since he texted you back. It's so much more important to be authentic and to get there from an authentic place. You don't want to pretend like you're this high value woman who has so much going on in your life. You want to actually be that. Number 4, you are his safe place. There is no greater feeling to a man than having a woman in his corner. A woman who sees him as the man he is, as the man he hopes to be, and supports him in that, truly supports him in that. Not a woman who's trying to make him into something else. Not a woman who's only with him just because she's lonely and she wants a boyfriend and any guy with a pulse will do. He wants to be seen for who he is and supported for who he is. So this is what truly makes you irreplaceable in a man's eyes, when he feels like he can take down his mask with you, when he can reveal his shadow self to you. In psychology, the shadow self is the hidden essence of who we are, but it's really our authentic selves that we don't necessarily show out to the world. So maybe a guy comes across as all cocky and got it together, but deep down he's really sensitive, he's really a softie. That's his shadow self. He might not want to reveal that to the world, but he will reveal that to a woman who is special to him. And when you kind of create that safe space for him to be his authentic self, that's what really gets him to form a strong emotional connection to you. Number 5, embrace your femininity. For some reason, I feel like this one's going to be controversial, but it really shouldn't be. Being feminine is a good thing, and that is what will make men more attracted to you. You can fight me on this if you want, but that's just the truth. You have to lead with a softness. Now, what if you're a woman with a very bold, strong type of personality? Like me, that's how I am. There is still some womanly softness within you, and it's best to lead with that. Men don't want to feel like they're in a relationship with a competitor. They want to feel like the man in the relationship. And you can still be so strong and independent and a girl boss and still have that softness to you. I know that society these days encourages women to be strong and aggressive and tough, and fine, that can be a part of you in certain contexts, and it might serve you well in certain contexts. But in terms of attracting men, it won't serve you that well. well, because it's just not attractive. It's not what men are drawn to. You have to go back to basic biology. Men are drawn to women who will be good mothers, who have, even if he doesn't want kids, he's still biologically drawn to women who are nurturing, who are soft, who are caring, and who would be a good mother. So that's really like, I'm not saying act like his mom because that's not sexy, but you can lead more with that softer side of you. You can be both. Number 6, take care of your appearance. Men are visual. It is just a fact. So it is important to look your best because that is what's gonna draw him to you. And not only that, I mean, I'm married, I've been married for almost 5 years now, and it's still important at this stage in a relationship. Does that mean, I mean, I have 2 kids, I have 2 very young kids. Does that mean that I'm constantly like dolled up and looking amazing? No, but I did reach this point of realization where I realized that anytime I was home with my husband and my kids, like my hair was in a messy bun and no makeup and just like didn't look cute. But then if we were going out, I would like put my makeup on and get myself together. And I was thinking like, isn't it silly that I get all dressed up and look good when I'm leaving the house for other people, but like when I'm home, when I'm with my husband, I'm like, oh, whatever, I don't care. So I started putting more of an effort in at home. I mean, not going over the top with it, just simple. And he notices, and that feels good to him when I'm like, okay, I wanna look good for you. That's important to me. It's important for me to maintain that attraction and not just always look like a haggard mommy. So it's important to just look your best. Number 1, that will make you feel better. I mean, I definitely notice like on the days that I film, I obviously don't look like this every day. I put in some extra effort on the days where I'm gonna be on camera for you guys. But then the rest of the day, I'm like, you know, my hair is good and my makeup's good and I'm dressed cute and I feel really good. I just feel so much more confident and so much more on top of my life when I'm put together. So that's important. And it is also important to just look good specifically for him. Not just for the sake of looking good, but showing him like, you know, I did my eye makeup the way that you like with like the little wing at the end. I did my hair with the loose waves like you really like. That feels really good to him. And lastly, number 7, you bring happiness into the relationship. A lot of people have very misconstrued ideas of what a relationship is supposed to be. You don't come into a relationship looking for happiness and trying to extract happiness from the relationship. You find happiness on your own and you bring that into the relationship. And when a woman has that happy, positive vibe, when she has that happy energy, men are drawn to it. Women are drawn to it. Everyone's drawn to it. We all want to be around a happy, positive person. And it's because happiness and positivity is contagious. It's infectious. The same way that negativity is contagious. When you're around someone who is very stressed out and negative, it puts you in a stressed out and negative place. You don't feel good. When you're around someone who is positive and just has this love of life, it's contagious and you feel it too. And we want to be around people like that. So it's really important to focus on your own happiness, on your own, independent of the guy, outside of a relationship. Okay, so those are the 7 biggest traits that men find attractive. Did you agree with this list? Do you think that I missed something? If so, leave it in the comments. I love hearing from you guys. If you found this helpful, please give it a like. Follow me on Instagram at @anewmode, and make sure to subscribe for our newsletter for daily relationship tips, relationship advice right into your inbox every day. You get it from me and my co-founder of A New Mode, Eric Charles. So you get that, you know, male, female perspective. So check it out, anewmode.com/subscribe. We'll put the link down below, and I will see you guys in the next video.